The scene in the city of brotherly love. And fly, Eagles, fly, as with the Atlanta Falcons. Going it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. For the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. Guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the right side, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Locke. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession. 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Huntley, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From midfield, here's Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Huntley, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Lock now on first down. And that is incomplete. A little too good there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football.
Remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Tua now on first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And down he goes. He's taken by the 41-yard line. Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to pass. Tua.
They'll get this into the hands of Huntley.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eagle pressure, too much this time. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Tua, a final shot before half. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll flip this out to Huntley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Running right, here's Sanders. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 15 now. Locke, flush to his right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenyon Drake from 17 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he comes back with one complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll go down at the 28.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Hurts is going to try and run. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They run with Sanders off the option. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. They hand off to their big tight end. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go again with Huntley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Tua sets up to pass it.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Locke's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job. I'm staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Locke.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now Locke, got to have this one. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On first down, Drake. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there.